Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Sisters in Service. And today I really wanted to highlight the last Monday of the month because the end of Women's History Month it's ending. And I just wanted to take a moment and really kind of remind ourselves of how freaking fabulous we are. Okay. So today I want to celebrate the power of sisterhood, which we should be doing every single day. So we're not just talking about, the bonds of blood because we are women, but the bonds of shared experience, struggles, victories, and dreams. So every day across the globe, women are uplifting each other, providing support, encouragement, and inspiration. These are women we never hear about. This is the essence of our sisterhood, a community that thrives on mutual respect and admiration. And while we love celebrating Women's History Month, I believe in the importance of recognizing and appreciating the contributions of women every single day. In our daily lives, we see countless examples of women supporting each other. Maybe you've seen it. A woman complimenting another woman on her shoes, her outfit, her jewelry, something she does so seamlessly. You're like, wow, how did you do that? Maybe you're standing in the line at the supermarket and the woman in front of you says something and you say something and you both start laughing. That's what I'm talking about here. So we see this kind of stuff every day. We just don't acknowledge it. From a simple word of encouragement to grand gestures of solidarity, these acts of sisterhood are what truly make a difference. They remind us that we are not alone in our journey and that we have a network of sisters who are there for us, ready to uplift us when we stumble and cheer us on as we chase our dreams. So in this episode, I'm going to be sharing a couple stories of everyday women who you may not have heard about, who are making a difference in their communities, inspiring change and uplifting their fellow sisters. So let's talk about their challenges, their triumphs, and the lessons they've learned along the way. So my first story comes from a small town where a woman named Sarah has started a community garden just because she thought it'd be, fresh vegetables. Sure. Who doesn't like that? So Sarah noticed that many families in her community didn't have access to fresh produce. So she took it upon herself to change that. She rallied other women, and together they transformed an unused plot of land into a thriving garden. Now, not only do they have access to fresh fruit and vegetables, but they've also created a space for community connection and empowerment. How cool is that? So Sarah's story is a testament to the power of one woman's vision and the strength of sisterhood. Now, if you have fresh fruit and vegetables, you're probably not thinking that this is a big deal. But imagine if you didn't live near a supermarket. Where would you get your fresh fruit and vegetables from? So next we turn to a woman named Maya, who is making waves in the tech industry. Maya noticed a significant lack of women in her field and decided to do something about it. She started a mentorship program, pairing seasoned female tech professionals with young women just starting in the industry. This program has not only helped many women advance their careers, but it also created a supportive network where women uplift each other. So Maya's initiative is a shining example of how we can inspire change in our industries. Now that's huge. But again, you probably never heard of Maya. Here's my final story. So let's travel to a rural village where a woman named Amina has started a literacy program for girls. In her community, education for girls is not prioritized, but Amina knew the value it could bring. She started a small class, teaching a few girls how to read and write. Word spread, and soon she had a full classroom. Amina's dedication has not only uplifted these girls, but has also started to shift the mindset in her community. Her story reminds us of the power of education and the change one woman can inspire. Now, you probably say, that's great. I know how to read. But what can you do? I want to challenge everyone who's listening. What can you do to bring about a change to one person? You know, it doesn't take anything to be nice to someone. And I find that where we are in this climate in our world as of right now, being nice has kind of been thrown out the window. Why don't we try bringing that back? That's what I want to do, is just be nice, do something nice for it might be just letting someone in when you're in traffic, understanding their pain because you've been there and you decide to let them in. Something as simple as that. It doesn't take a lot to be nice. It doesn't take a lot to say, wow, why don't we have more of this? Maybe you're that catalyst. Maybe you're the one that can bring about that change. And I know at first it feels like, I don't know if I have what it takes. These women had a thought and they made it happen. That's all it takes, is a thought, is a what if. There you go. What if ... What if I started this? What if I improved this? Doesn't take a lot. But I wanted to end this month with stories of women who are making changes. Just not world changes, just changes in their group. And who knows, it could change the world. One of those women could become, who knows, a leader of a country. She could start something of her own only because someone helped her. Let's pass it on. Mentor someone who is interested in whatever it is you're doing. Maybe you're a coach. Maybe you're in the fitness realm. Maybe you're in the sports realm. There are a lot of ways that you can help women, girls, understand that they're more than just girls. They're future blank, future judges, future that can bring about a certain change that's been needed for centuries or for years. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I want to thank you for listening. And I want you to keep uplifting and supporting each other. Let's do that for each other, because as women, look, we rule the world. I'm sorry, we just do. There's more of us than there are the other ones, the men people. I'm just saying. We control what happens in our household, what we buy, what we don't buy, what our children do, what they don't do. Why aren't we controlling more of what's happening in our world? I'm just throwing the thought out there. So thank you for listening. Thank you for inspiring other women of our sisterhood. So with this one, we're just not celebrating women's history. We're making it one episode at a time. So please stay safe. Take care of each other. Until next time. And remember, it's never too late to start your impossible.